amazing human beings coming together for one sole purpose to talk about the power of surrender, the power that can happen in your life when you actually step out and let God step in.
Hi, good afternoon, Elena. Hi, everybody.
It is so good to see you. You look absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Great to be here. Great to see you. Great to see all these smiling faces today.
Yes, why don't you tell everybody where you're tuning in from?
Yep, today I live in South Florida, so tuning in yeah, from
Yeah.
down south.
Nice. So before we actually get started, I want everybody to give Heidi a big congratulations because you just released your first book, correct? Like you were in a
Thank
book anthology type of thing?
yes, thank you. So one is the one that just came out is with United Latinas, and it's the fourth volume. And I would say the headline is Fearless Narratives of Triumph, Unity, and Purpose. And the other anthology comes out later this month, and that's with a project called Latinas 100.
I
Thank
love
you,
it.
everybody.
Congratulations.
Thank
Congratulations. And it's true example of the support that we need to give each other. We need to be that example for the generation coming up. And the work that you're doing is absolutely amazing. And
you.
everyone, you will see Heidi in Texas as well at Surrender to Rise Live. So we're getting that all geared up. But Heidi, let's tackle into, I really thought like we kind of still have a newer relationship where it's been more on a professional level and we've had a little bit of coaching moments that have just happened organically.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I feel is really important is the fact that you're stepping into growth and the unknown, and you've still battled feeling like, am I doing the right thing? Do I fit in? Do I belong? Because we've talked about that. And that I feel is the message that someone needs to hear from you because you're doing it even though you're
Mm.
doing it afraid, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So pour some hope and encouragement. Like how are you feeling as you witness yourself accomplishing these things that you never thought that you would be doing?
Elena, I'm freaking out. Like, yeah. I think well, let me back up. When I hear everybody that you've interviewed so far talking about surrendering, right? I don't look at it as one surrender, or I look at it, there's been several surrenders, there's been several moments, right? I can really just talk about this year as I came into this year. That moment for me was okay, the way I support everyone, and that's what I really do want to do, that I'm a supporter, I'm a connector. Um, Imagine if I supported myself that way, the way I extend a kind word, a conversation, my time to those I care about, right? Those that have come into my life for a season or a lifetime. Imagine if I did that for myself, right? So that has helped me kind of step into it. Um, I'm still nervous. I'm scarce-sighted, right?
I love that. I love
Um,
that. Scared sighted. But I
scared.
also, somebody dropped that in the chat. Imagine if you did for yourself what you willingly do for others. I mean, you just brought something to the surface that we probably don't ever think about. And so that's huge, but scarce-sighted. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I do feel there's a difference between doing it afraid and fearless. And this has been like my word of 2025, right? If anybody does that, it was fearless, right? It was taking a step back and saying, all right, I'm gonna start acting like every room I go into, the God sent me into that room, right? And immediately when I think that way, my fear kind of trickles off, right? Like my purpose is kind of front and center. So just those are like the little things that has helped me kind of step into what I think is my path, at least for this year. And of course, you and I have had some, I would say, amazing conversations that felt like gifts of time. So thank you for that. Um, and you said we know each other professionally. We do, but our conversations felt like soul work. So
Mhm.
thank you for that. So even knowing you in that short time, that's what it felt like. So thank you for that. I want to make sure you get your flowers before my time ends today with you.
Thank you. Thank you. And I do feel, I love how you say that when you go into a room, you go in now like if God sent you. Um, because for me, I always pray that God, please, if someone is for me, let me see that. If they are
Mm,
not, please remove them because I'm here to do his work. So for you to say that that soul bond has come through, I do believe that because I do feel God brings to us the people that he is as he's putting his pieces together. And
mm,
so we feel like family, we feel like we go way back. So I received my flowers.
yeah.
Thank you. But it's exciting to watch this unfold in you. It's exciting to see the confidence come forward because the impact that you carry is huge that you will
Mm,
be able to bring to those that come into your path.
thank you.
So what could you say to the one that is like, oh, I do have these dreams or I do have these opportunities, but oh my gosh, not me. Like, what do I do? What would you say to her or him?
Oof. So two things. One, every my work professionally and personally, I really do feel I have like a hum in the back of my always there's like a hum going on. Like if you do this, it's gonna be easier for those that are behind you, right? If you speak, if you connect, if you like move forward, it's right easier for that person. So that's like one thing. And then what I would say to the young lady or the seasoned lady, right? Or the young man or even the seasoned man, the time is now, right? And you need to embrace what's right in front of you, right? We don't know. I can't tell you what's going to happen later. Let's not look back for what happened, what didn't go right, right? Like embrace what's in front of you. And and to do it, right? And honestly, right? It's not like it's really not rocket science, right? Like when I think about it, right? It's like do it.
Mhm.
Do it.
Yeah. Yep, your time is now.
Yes.
And you're right. It's not rocket science. It's a matter of saying yes to yourself. And then the next piece unfolds and then you say yes again or so for you, you have gone into a lot of accomplishment in a short amount of time. What gave you the discipline this time in your life to say, yes, I am, and I'm going to commit to this work? And now you're seeing the reward come. Like
Mm.
what was different about this time that you just said, yes, I'm going to?
So let me go back to a gem that you just dropped. You said say yes to you. That should be on a t-shirt. That's like really. So that
That'll
was
be next, peeps. That'll be
that
next.
that was good, Elena. Say yes to you. Um, I will say it may seem that it was quickly, but it hasn't been quickly. Like I worked not always smart. I worked hard for a long time, right? Um, it's taken my whole life to get here, you know? And that's like real talk, right? This is the first time in my life I've had one job at one time, which has allowed me to be able to have space to do things for myself and to have the space to do what I want to do and to be able to focus on myself, you know? Um, So it may look like it's like it's quick. Girl, this ain't quick. This was this was a lot. I would say the difference is when I lived in Western New York, and I know Julie. Julie is my girl, and if you don't know her, get to know her. Um, one of the best humans I know. When I lived in Western New York, a lot of my time was in the community, public health, COVID happened. I mean, when you're in community work, you really there's no time to breathe and think for yourself, right? Um, COVID happened, changed my life, changed how I look at mortality forever. Came to Florida, escalated my plan, and for the first time, I didn't have community and I had no choice but to figure out what was I gonna do for myself. Um, so this time that I've been here, it allowed me to be like, okay, what do I want to do? What does Heidi want to do? So going back to Elena, what we said in the beginning, the focus wasn't on the community I was serving. It was like, okay, the focus on me and how am I gonna serve me, which will allow me to serve my community differently, right? So,
And that's beautiful. And I think that that's a question that we can all ask ourselves when we're feeling, when you know there's more, right? You know there's more, and I think we've all been that to that place where you're asking God, like, what is it? Like, what is next? And why am I waking up feeling a little passionless, actually? And so I love the way that you started out, that when you're saying like all the things that you do to serve so many other people, what if you did that for yourself? And that's a question that we can all like ponder on right now. What are we truly doing for ourselves when we would do so much for so many others? And that's a game changer, right?
mm.
That's a game changer. So for you, I'm just curious. So what's next? How are you feeling? Like what's Heidi taking on? Mhm.
Um, feeling great. And even when I'm not feeling great, I'm still feeling great. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Mhm.
Words have so much power, right? So, feeling great, feeling hopeful, feeling positive, feeling energized, feeling really excited about these two books. There's, dare I say, there's a third one coming out in July, but it's more focused on leadership. So I want to have the personal evolution piece and the business piece. Started thinking about what do workshops look like, and I like put it in the universe, and women are coming to me, talking to me about this now.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy blue. I don't know if we could curse on here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So workshops are coming, speaking engagements are coming. I would say I have a fun project coming up that I'll share just real quick because it's fun. So I love food. I'm a foodie, big time foodie. If you see my name, it's Romer. And I'm calling it Roam Around. Get it? So that's coming soon, and that's just
Oh,
gonna
okay.
be sharing like, food stuff with everybody. So I would say what's coming up, I think anything I think about, I'm gonna do it.
Yes, there you go. There
That's
it
what's
is.
coming up.
And that's how it's done, folks. Anything you think about, I'm going to do it. Oh, I love that. Thank you so much, Heidi, for spending time with us. And I can't wait to see you in May and give you a hug in person and all the good things. But thank you for sharing and congratulations on all the things that are happening in your life. It's exciting and we're proud of you. So.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So good to be here. I look forward to seeing everybody in a few months. Julie, we're gonna be roommates, girl. Thank you, Elena, for
Thank
creating
you.
this
Thank you.
space,
Yes.
and for allowing everybody to be vulnerable and share a piece of their story and a piece of themselves with you. Thank you for that.